Vietnamese students need more time for applying English for every day. They need also more ways for learning. Many years teaching math for international students or the college admission test for United States, English or Singapore, I always think that learning math in English is very interesting and they can change the way or the result for Vietnamese students. But what is the most effective to Vietnamese students, helping them for learning better? That is the question it took me a long time for figure out. We saw a lot of students learning English in secondary school and then learn again totally in high school. Learning English in 3 years in high school and then learn again totally in university and learn 4 years in university and then learn again in English center as student. That is not strange anymore to lose a lot of money for English center about IELTS, TOEFL, but after the courses end, they totally forgot. And my perspective is what is the more reason for this phenomenon is how often you use English in every single day. Usually students learn and use English in English lesson in school or in English center, and then they move to another subject they temporarily forgot and then they totally forgot. Approach student or student in BIS or BVIS, SIS, another international school, they don't do that. They learn English one by one subject and take 5 to 8 hours per day in English. So their feeling about English is obviously familiar and easily to understanding. I remember my first student being in SIS, Singapore International School, living in Gangnam Tower. I took 3 weeks for preparing curriculum and practice teaching math in English in front of mirror. Then come to him and take the first lesson. He doesn't understand Vietnamese, so after that lesson, I have promised for myself I have to practice English more, I have to use English more time. For that reason, I think learning math in English is not about the focus on math or focus on English skill. The most important here is it is help the student spending more time for using English, whether the English is correct or not. Besides studying English in English center or English lesson in school, students have another way for facing to English without or less boring, and that is using English in math. Mathematics have 2 subjects for most curriculum. Although it is hard and boring to a lot of students, maybe English is not have 2 subjects, but it should to be learned. I call it is should 2 subjects. Combining have 2 subjects and should 2 subjects, we have necessary subjects. Vietnamese students need more time for applying English for every day. They need also more ways for learning and they need more experience different to English center or school. Of course, it's not help them forget better immediately, good at math or talk in English fluently in one day, but it can build a new habit, the habit of using English in every single day in learning math, because they learn math for every day. That is the reason I try to build more course for learning math in English to Vietnamese students and easily for enrolling. So what do you think about that? If you have the same idea, please comment and like, subscribe and hit button below. For comment if you have another idea we can discuss. Thank you so much for watching my video and see you in next video. Bye bye.